Hello friends, welcome to fall in Alaska. Kind of? Alright guys, seriously, it's September 24th. That's snow. I am determined to still feel like it is fall around here. First off, this can of pumpkin has been sitting on my counter all week. We're gonna make it into something. We're gonna clean up this fall flower arrangement so that it still feels like fall, but is not so sad. I'm taking care of these veggies. They were the last that Mark pulled out of the garden. I'm gonna freeze them and then say goodbye to gardening. But in actuality, we still need to pick our potatoes. We thought that we had more time. Just a few short days ago was the first day of fall. I am determined today to still feel like fall is somewhere. So come along. All right, I got my bag of celery and celery leaves. There's also some like onion bits in there. This is what I throw in whenever I make broth. I just like to have things like that on hand. When I arrange flowers in a big open vase, I will use Scotch tape to make a grid across the top of the vase to give the flowers more structure. It always looks nicer than just throwing them all in there, and if you use clear tape, it just disappears. I also like to remove any leaves that would hit the water because they will get moldy and gross. All right, these flowers were looking pretty sad, but all these dried grasses and berries and things were still gorgeous. So we have a whole new flower arrangement. It'll last us another week or so. How pretty is that? Man, I think I chose some good stuff. Sorry, flowers. I'm gonna say goodbye to you. So it's honestly one of my favorite things about flower arrangements is I always pick out the dead stuff and then I feel like you get like a whole new arrangement every time you do that. Really, this is like gonna be so pretty on my counter for the next week now. Just got snow in my boots. Okay, we usually don't get wet snow that makes snowballs, and this is like so wet. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, my kids are home from school today. The Anchorage School District canceled school. They don't usually cancel school for snow, but there's a couple of reasons why this is different than normal. Reason number one is we are having severe electricity outages. We are grateful we still have power right now, but especially as you get further up the hillside, there's more snow, trees are breaking, power lines are down, so schools without power is not a good thing. Reason number two is the infrastructure is not in place yet. The plow trucks are not ready. All the things that come take care of the roads, they're just not prepared for it this soon in the year. So the school district has to make the call at like midnight, whether or not they're gonna cancel school for the next day. Since it was snowing so hard, they canceled. All right, I am venturing out for just a few minutes. Because Hunter's home, he can watch the other boys. I'm just going to Eagle River, which is the town we live in. I have to make, I think, 3 stops: the library, Revive Home Market, and the pet store. I need to get some hay for the chickens since they're not outside scratching around. I need to get them some more hay. So I just slipped on my way to feeding the chickens because I didn't realize, like, it's not that slick. It's just slushy, but where the rain spout comes down, I guess it had gotten a bit icy and I slipped on that. Not gonna lie, I had a little bit of PTSD. If you weren't here, I slipped and fell in March, broke my ankle, was miserable. Really hard being mom and not being able to do the things you need to. So luckily the ground is not frozen solid, so when I fell it was still really soft on all that grass right underneath the snow. But I'm not gonna lie, I had a moment of just like, whew, let's go run some errands. Oh my goodness, these poor trees. They just can't handle all this weight. Ooh. They're just all like laying down on the ground. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna stop filming because I need to focus on driving. All right, there's no better way for me to feel fall when it's like this outside than to come to my favorite store in Eagle River, Revive Home Market. I've been here before, but if you are new, this is a shop where they sell antiques, but then they have about 40, maybe even 50 now local Alaskan vendors that make their goods and sell them. This is where I like to come a lot of the time to buy my items for our monthly giveaway. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna show you the cute store. I'm gonna pick up some things, and then when I do my giveaway, I'll show you what I bought.
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it. If I could, I'd burn down the moon and give that to. Stars and sun all separated, rainbow colors newly painted. I put it all in a paper bag for you. Have a nice day. All the gods and all the angels got them waiting at your table. 'Cause giving you my heart was not enough. One thing's true, I never asked for nothing more than you. Think about it. If I could, I would be the perfect deja vu. Stars and sun all separated, rainbow colors newly painted. I put it all in a paper bag for you. Have a nice day. All the gods and all the angels got them waiting at your table. 'Cause giving you my heart was not enough. Stars and sun all separated, rainbow colors newly painted. I put it all in a paper bag for you. Have a nice day. All the gods and all the angels got them waiting at your table. 'Cause giving you my heart was not enough.
All right, oh, I can take this off, I guess. I got my bag of goodies for the giveaway this month. Can't wait to show you what I picked up. It's a good one. Now we gotta go to the library. We are lucky to have a library here in Eagle River. It is a branch of the Anchorage Public Library, and it's very close to our house. So I'm gonna go return some books and a movie from last week. All right, if you look that direction, it goes up the mountain. And honestly, I would not go anywhere up the mountain today. I'm just not ready to deal with that kind of driving. We'll stay down here by sea level where we haven't gotten nearly as much snow and there's not as many trees down. All right, you guys. If you watched my latest Costco video, which I filmed yesterday, can you imagine me trying to push that cart through this mess? Thank goodness I went to Costco yesterday and didn't wait till today. I had thought about putting it off until today. Weston has to do a book report on an animal, and since he loves octopus so much, I figured octopus would be a good animal, so I brought him to my book. And since they're home today, we can work on it. My next stop is right across the street over there. So I've only had to go within like a half-mile radius to get to all these different places today. Then I'm heading home to make fall food. All right, I went in and purchased the straw for the chickens. Since they're not going outside and scratching around anymore, we needed some more straw. So I'm waiting for them. They're gonna come and load it into the back of my van, and then I'm gonna head home. Thank you.
One bag straw, correct?
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem. Is there a button for this?
Nope,
Or is it just a push?
Just manual. Push
All
it
right.
down. Thank
Have a
you
good
so
night.
much. You too. Hey, right here. Come right here. And hey, don't push on the screen. Hi. Hi. You gonna watch? Say hi to your fans.
Hi. Hi.
Chickens, they like came out when I opened the door to put the straw in, and they're like finding this one little patch of grass and skirting along the edge here. Oh, now these ones are going out in the snow, but they are staying right along the edge there. They hate the snow, poor things. All right, let's get them some straw. All right, I'm going to show you what I ended up getting for this month's giveaway at Revive. So I picked up this cute little mug called, it says, Alaskan Wild Berries, I'd Pick You. Super cute. And then I kind of went with the berry theme. So I also picked up this Kodiak Tea Company Kodiak Berry Blend. And then I picked up this is Lada soap. It is made in Alaska. It is eco-friendly and it is blueberry and it smells so good. And then my friend Andrea makes these stamped vintage spoons, and this one says, "You are beautiful." So altogether that makes a fun little gift. And then because we have this awesome honey and you can't really have tea without honey, I included some of our 2021 honey to go in the box. Yep.
Stop.
What did you say?
That's some stuff.
That is Kim's stuff.
Oh, no.
Did you make a nice drawing for Kim?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to show us your picture?
Here's his picture.
For Kim, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that for Kim, Everett. And what else did you color for Kim?
No. This.
He colored the box for Kim.
I like smelling this.
It smells so good, huh? Don't eat the blueberries. They're just soap. They smell good, but they're soap. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up so that we can take it to the post office, all right? Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to show the beer my room.
Okay.
It's my room. And look at the new thing I got. Look at it. It's so tall.
Me and Everett, tell them what you're gonna build.
A gingerbread house. Actually, a haunted house.
Made out of chocolate.
Chocolate.
And what are we gonna do to it?
Make it.
We're gonna decorate it.
Decorate it.
Can I have those?
Make it and decorate it.
Oh yeah, we are.
Now that everyone had a light lunch, it was time to finally make some pumpkin cookies and butternut squash soup. With Mom's guidance and help, Bennett took charge of the cookies and Hunter took over the soup. We started the soup with some bacon cut into small pieces. This is the best invention ever for chopping onions. The bacon was added to the Dutch oven, and while it cooked, Hunter got to work chopping celery and onions. We typically make this recipe with fresh butternut squash that we roast in the oven or the Instant Pot, but today we are trying it out with the Costco butternut squash. Meanwhile, Bennett was hard at work making the most delicious pumpkin cookie recipe I have ever found. For me to keep a recipe and add it to my binder, it has to be a good one, and this is the one that I come back to over and over again. I really love spending this time with my boys in the kitchen, teaching them how to cook and bake, but also just getting to hang out with them and doing something productive.
All right, we've got this gigantic potato from our garden, and then a smaller one, and a little baby one. We're gonna add that to our soup. Look, it's the size of your head, Everett. Oh, you don't have a head, it's just a potato.
After the bacon is cooked, we remove it from the Dutch oven and let it drain on a paper towel and add all the veggies to cook in the bacon grease. We did manage to pick a handful of these potatoes from the garden before today's snowfall, so into the soup they go. I hate only using half of a can of pumpkin and then wondering what to do with the rest, so we chose to double this recipe. Baking with kids is always messy, but it's always worth it in the end.
These are supposed to be cookies, but I'm going to try them as bars just to see how they work. Maybe we'll make one sheet of cookies, one sheet of bars.
Have you ever made them in bars?
The sticky dough didn't want to spread very easily, so I sprayed my spatula with cooking spray and it helped a bit.
All right, that was a bit tricky to spread, but there's pan one. I think over here we'll do some cookies. Ooh, those are good.
Look at that thing.
Okay. These are good.
The Costco squash puree was a bit more tangy than I was used to for this soup, but it did speed up the process. In the future, I would stick to using fresh butternut squash.
All right, just be warned, this cookie recipe makes a ton, and we doubled the recipe because we had the Costco size can of pumpkin, so it's making a ton. Secondly, it does call for frosting. I actually prefer them without the frosting, but the frosting is really good too. We're gonna have this soup for like an early dinner, and then we're gonna probably cuddle in and watch a movie or something. All right, I have hit the point where I've gone from this being fun to being exhausting. So I'm gonna finish up this soup. He's downstairs, he's downstairs. Go, 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 go. It's gone from being fun to exhausting. So let's finish up this soup, feed these boys, and then then I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and I'm gonna have a break. I like to do the immersion blender just so it thickens it up a little bit. We're gonna wash some dishes. We're gonna clean up the table.
After all of our hard work, dinner was simple but filling. Everyone enjoyed their soup, including Mark when he got home late that night after his freediving course.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, Mama. I'll watch this.
I'm watching. Wow. All right, so the boys all have a job after dinner, and they did their jobs, or in the process of doing their jobs, but without Mark here, and with Weston kind of being under the weather, he's out taking a bath. It just doesn't, Hunter's in the middle of sweeping, but that leaves the rest of the jobs to me, which I'm actually ready for some peace and quiet in here. So as long as the kids give me a break for a little while, it'll be kind of therapeutic to get this all cleaned up. If they're running around screaming while I'm doing it, I might lose my mind. Bennett just took Everett outside to play in the snow, so hopefully it'll be quiet. So one problem I've had with this new KitchenAid mixer, I got it for Christmas last year.
nothing seems to get mixed on the very bottom of the bowl. No matter how much scraping we do, especially when Bennett's doing it, he doesn't know to like really scrape that stuff down. So our last batch of cookies had really big pockets of butter and sugar, which at first I thought was burned, but it actually is like a little happy accident. It kind of turned into a little like caramel sugar wafer, kind of crunchy and really tasty. So just kind of like got 2 cookies in one. Yeah. Hallelujah, they're all playing outside. It's a miracle. Now I can finish cleaning in peace. I quickly am reminded why Everett wanted to do this gingerbread house. Really, he secretly just wanted to eat every single bit of candy that was in the box. So we have, it was beautifully decorated earlier today, and now, oh, there's a few little pieces left on that side. I think that's what it's about for him. It's just eating the candy. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, but he actually did have a couple hours of fun playing with the frosting, touching the frosting, smearing the frosting. So a dirty table and 1 bath later, not too shabby.
Okay, kill the snowman. I don't care how. Yeah!
Okay, just as I'm finishing up cleaning, they're coming in. What do you want?
Hot chocolate. I want tea.
What do you want?
Tea.
What kind of tea?
Medicine ball tea. I want hot chocolate. Yeah, this is enough, right, Mom?
Yep, that's plenty.
Now turn it on. I want to turn it on. I want to turn it on.
Please.
I didn't turn on. Please.
Yep, good job. If you don't have one of these from Costco and you like tea or hot chocolate or apple cider, they're the best thing ever.
I'm a tea person.
An herbal tea person. Okay. Okay, get down off the counter, dude. Not a monkey. Okay, I guess this is kind of called a medicine ball tea. Maybe you can get it at Starbucks, but I do. If you follow me on Instagram, I've shown this before because I only drink herbal tea and this is what I like. So.
Yes, me too. I love it.
Okay, so 1 peach, 1 peppermint, hot water, some peppermint syrup, some honey from our bees, honey, and then you could put lemon juice, or I put this true lemon, crystallized lemon. Adds a little zing. Okay, it's very hot. You need to let it cool for about 10 minutes. Okay, I made the executive decision. These are not getting icing. I don't think I can clean another dish, especially because I'm gonna have to clean up after this mess. Is it yummy?
Ew.
Weston tested negative for COVID but had a nasty cold, so he chose to wear a mask when he was around us all. I finished cleaning up the kitchen, ate way too many pumpkin cookies, and helped Weston and Bennett with their book reports. Bennett, what are you doing your book report on?
The back.
Dixie, it's a new Braille award.
So this was the first time I had read Because of Winn-Dixie, and I absolutely loved it. If you haven't read it, it's just such a sweet story of like finding friends in unexpected places. That's the best I can describe it. And we watched the movie, and they were just both so good. Can you show us your book?
I'm doing this. Octopuses. I have to do an animal.
They both worked very hard on their book reports, and we are happy to report that they both got 100% on this project. All right, guys, thanks for coming along today on our trying to make it feel like fall when it doesn't look like fall outside day. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.